Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of my server play series. Before I begin, I would like to apologize for the amount of time that has elapsed since my last episode. I was gone on Thanksgiving break for a while, and once I got back, I've just had a lot of homework and a lot of other things going on, so I haven't been able to get on here, but I am back. So thank you for your patience. Hope I haven't been keeping you too terribly in suspense all the time, but as usual, I'm sure you can guess, I have absolutely no plan for what we're going to do this episode, except breed some bunnies and get some meats and whatnot. Suppose I could... There's at least one new thing I could show you guys. It's something I was working on last night, if I'm not mistaken. This has been something I was considering doing for some time, and a couple of other friends on the server have done the same, but I actually got around to doing it last night. But you've seen earlier that I showed you that Mandy had given me one of her heads, you know, the player heads that you can put on, and you know. Anyway, I have recently acquired a few more of them, and have, as I've gotten them, have been planning on actually getting a big old wall to display all of them, like get all the heads of friends of mine on the server and have a sort of friend wall, if you will. I got the idea from a couple other of my friends that are on the server, like Flower has one, for example, and I thought it'd be kind of cool idea to do that. So, over here, you can already see the top of it from right here, I have built my own little friend wall, and anyone that I meet or get to know really well on the server, I will get one of their heads and they will go up here on the wall. So as you can see, there aren't a whole lot up there at the moment, and I'm actually missing at least one that I can think of. I plan on getting them all eventually. I just didn't. These are the only heads of the friends that I had already. That is Flower's head, and actually that's a new skin. She's done some changes to her house and got a new skin and everything, so she wants me to go stop by her place again sometime. I'll save that for a time when she's actually on. I don't think she's actually on right now. But, yep, that's Flower. That is Mandy. That's Mandy's daughter, Michaela. This one, I just met her recently. Actually, I think... No, it was before last night, but last night I think is when I actually got her head. That, shoot, I can't remember what her actual screen name is, but I call her Absol because she really likes Absols, and her nickname has something to do with Absols, so, whoops. So that's Absol. And then this is Skywolf. I may have talked about I have talked about Skywolf before. So, got his head up there. And then I know for sure, at least I know one other person on the server that I would consider a friend, Headrush, but I don't have his head yet. So I'm planning on getting that. Don't worry, Headrush, if you're watching this video, I will be getting your head up on this wall as soon as I get one. But yeah, for the most part, it's pretty much, like I said, other than Headrush, I think that's about all the people I would actually know well enough at this point to consider them friends on the server. And, oh, I keep forgetting about this. I think this is the one thing I have not shown in any of my videos yet, but back here, some time ago, one of my friends carved this little area out for me. This is actually pretty much one of the very first nights I played on the server. Someone stopped by and helped. Actually, it was probably within my first week, but maybe not one of the first days, because I had already finished my house and the farm and everything. But they decided they wanted to build me a little necromancy area, they said. So I gave them permissions, they just tunneled out this area, and here we go. I think it looks pretty nifty. Got some potions here. I actually made these specifically because Mandy, but back before I got all my bunnies, I have lots of bunnies now obviously, but back before then, Mandy airlifted a couple of them in. Like, she just put a lead on it and flew over here, because she's a mega VIP, so she has flying enabled. So she did that a couple times. The first time, it was fine. She just dropped it in lowered it in some water. But the second time, it got a little bit damaged, so I just popped in here to make some splash potions to heal him back up. But then I left those there, and just for display purposes mostly. And I did the same over here, but this actually got, like, I think it was, this one might actually be for my first night on the server. I killed a witch, and it dropped that. So again, I just put that there for display. And then in this chest, I just keep a lot of my potion re-ingredients and stuff. I want to get at least one of all the different potion things in here at some point, just to, partly as a reminder for myself, but also because, you know, this is a room for potion brewing and whatnot, so planning on doing that. Also, when the Monkey Socks was the friend who did this, and I actually, since that first time, I never actually seen him on this server again, but anyway, we wanted to get some mossy cobble in here, but we didn't have any vines, and at the time I didn't know where any jungles were, so it's sort of plain at the moment, but I still like the contrast of the cobble and the smooth stone. And I do know where a jungle is now, so I could go get some vines and change up some of this later, which I will probably do. But I'm not worried about that too much at the moment. It's still kind of neat. And then, of course, I need to actually... I keep saying I need to go to the Nether, and one of these days I actually will, but I need to get to the Nether so I can get some blaze rods for some blaze powder to put in there for the potion ingredients. Need some gas tiers and whatnot, but yeah, it's just that's really not. I haven't had a whole lot of reason to go to the Nether recently, I suppose you could put it that way, but I know there's enough reason for me to go there. You know, like I said, blaze powder, gas tiers, stuff like that, but basically what it is there's just a lot of projects I've had to do here in the overworlds, and they just took precedence over the stuff I want to do in the Nether, so just haven't been there too terribly often. Also, we have this little guy here now, which this kind of bothers me. I don't know what's wrong with this collar, because when I spawn him in, you just like I don't have any on me, but the way you do the dogs and the cats, or if you have 10 bones or 10 fish, you just shift left click the ground and you spawn them in. This guy spawned with it's like a yellow orange color, I think it was, but I thought black looked cooler on just on the dogs in general, but this particular one for sure I wanted to give him a black collar, so I did, but when I used it it just looks like that, you know, it's white, it looks like. So I went and grabbed another ink sac, dyed him again, and it turned black, but now it's back to that. So I'm not really sure if I'm doing something wrong, or if it's a server thing, or what's going on. But I'm gonna try one more time. I'm gonna go grab another ink sac and dye his collar one more time. If it sticks, that's excellent. If not, then, well, I guess there's not a whole lot I can do about it. But yeah, we finally have that little addition. Oh, and speaking of addition, look what I have. And guess who gave it to me? Yep, exactly. You guessed it. It was Mandy. As usual. She just gives me all sorts of crazy stuff. Oh, speaking of which, actually, I don't know if I showed this before, but I've been fishing more, and I actually got 2 of this CD now from fishing, which is kind of neat. And these, like I said, I've already shown, I got from Mandy as extras, but this one's still my favorite. And, you know, yeah, why not? We're going to play it. Just because we're here and I like it so much, we're going to play it. I love this song. Speaking of which, though, I mean, you can kind of tell this is kind of like a sitting area, living kind of room that I had in mind for this, but at the moment it just seems a little bit plain to me. I just like put the wooden blocks in the corners where there wasn't a jukebox, but I've wanted to kind of spruce it up. Spruce. But no, all joking aside, I do want to touch this place up a little bit, add some stuff in it so that it's not just so plain, I guess. So if you guys have any suggestions for like what kind of stuff I should put in here, like maybe item frames with something in it, or flower pots or something like that, just leave a note down in the comments below. Tell me what you think I should put in there, or if you think it's good the way it is and I should just not mess with it. But we need to hear what you guys think of that. Alright, it's getting dark, but we'll have to go give this guy his collar again really quick before it gets too dark and the mobs start spawning. There we go. See, now it turned black. But it doesn't stay that way for some reason. It kind of bothers me. Yeah, I know. It's okay, boy. We'll figure it out. Also, if you guys think... I think it's possible to name these with name tags just like you would any other one. Like when you spawn them in, it just has the default, the player's name, who owns it, followed by wolf or ocelot, depending on whether it's a wolf or an ocelot. But I think name tags still work on these. So if you guys have a suggestion for what you think I should name my puppy, then leave that in the comments as well. I have a few ideas myself, but I like hearing other people's inputs on such things, so if you have a particular name you think would work for this wolf, then leave it down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And I suppose while we're out here, might as well go shear my sheeples. Oops. Still have Jeb the rainbow sheep. Also, I think I need to do something about this poor guy. I think he's stuck. And of course, you know, it's a pig farm. When the pig gets... Well, hello, sir. What do you want? Sorry, I don't want any. So, yeah. This is a farm. I keep these guys mostly for meat and such. Go away! I said I don't want any. So, when a pig gets stuck in the fence, that's how he gets free. I'm sorry. But it wasn't a named pig. I don't have any of my pigs named at the moment. The only named ones I have are Jeb, Bessie, and Toast. So Jeb the sheep. Ooh, he already grew his wool back. Okay. Jeb the sheep, Bessie the cow, and Toast the bunny. Aw, song's over. Aw. Oh well. And then of course, as I've said before, I had, for a little while, a bat by the name of Dinnerbone, which I thought was hilarious. And apparently, since he's technically not, you know, like a passive mob like the sheeps and pigs and stuff, they do actually despawn, which is unfortunate. But I know name tags will prevent them from despawning. Apparently, naming a spawn egg does not. So, actually, I think Mandy gave me this too, but I got another spawn bat egg, and I'm saving that until I have a name tag, so that this time I will spawn the bat and use a name tag, and then I should be able to keep my crazy upside down bat. Wait, I thought I used that. That's so weird. You guys all saw that, right? I used that to dye his collar. Now I have it back. That's weird. That may or may not have something to do with the whole his collar not changing problem. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to ask around, see if anybody else knows what's going on. Oop! Someone's messaging me. I didn't notice that. Yeah, when the little red letters show up down there like that, then I take note because I know that means someone's whisper messaging me. So I try to keep an eye out for that. What? What do you mean he's not online? He's online. What? Where'd he go? Says he's still there. Weird. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, for those that don't remember, I'm pretty sure that's the one who gave me all that crazy diamond stuff earlier on, which was absolutely insane. Oh, speaking of which, I was, he gave me those 32 iron ores, and I've been, literally, I stuck them in my loot chest, the materials up here, and I have kept it there for, like, forever, because it was ores. It was like the ore, not the, not actual diamonds or blocks of diamonds or something. Since it was the ore, I wanted to hold on to them until I had a fortune pick, so that then I could place them and mine them up, and hopefully get more than just 32 diamonds. And I did. It took multiple times. Is it in here? Yeah, there it is. Unbreaking 3, Fortune 2, Efficiency 4. Actually, I think this one was just Unbreaking 3, Fortune 2, and then I combined it with one of my prior attempts at getting a Fortune 2, which wasn't. I got an iron pick that was just Efficiency 4. So then I combined the two, but yeah, I used that to chop them up, and I ended up getting, like, I think it was 50-some diamond from the 32 ore with the Fortune 2, so that was actually a pretty good deal. I was pretty proud of that. As you can see, I don't have all of them here. There's only 10. No, I did not actually spend all of them. I did not just spend 40-some diamonds on crazy things. I did spend some of them. Like, I got a new diamond pick, which is a very nice diamond pick, I might add. So I don't think it's the best diamond pick I've had, but it's a pretty good one. And then also I have another diamond pick elsewhere with Silk Touch on it. So I finally have a Silk Touch now, which is nice. Replace the one that I lost that I got from Mandy. But most of the diamonds I have hidden away, along with a lot of my other loots, in the vaults. But the vault is something I have only just recently built. It's an idea I've had for a long time, actually, and haven't actually started working on it until just a few days ago. But I did actually start working on it, and finished it, finally, last night. So, the vault is done, but basically what it is just a place for me to securely and secretly store most of my very rare treasures, especially when I start getting a lot of rare treasures. And therefore, it's also something I am not planning on revealing to anybody. So you will probably, I can pretty much guarantee you will never see the vault in one of my videos. So I apologize for that. Unless, I might actually go show you the vault, but just not show you how to get there. I think I might actually do that. That would probably be a good idea. Then I can kind of show you what the vault is like and whatnot. But I do want to keep its location very much secret. It's not that it's not like I distrust people in this area and like, oh, I don't want people trying to steal all my stuff, but it's just the idea of having a secret vault with all my loots hidden in it. Nobody else knows how to get there but me. That just kind of appeals to me, so I want to keep it that way as much as possible. But I think I will at least show it to you, if nothing else. But I'm probably going to save that for a future episode, since I want to get a few more treasures and stuff in there before I actually decide to show it off to anybody. But yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think that would be a good idea. I'll show it to you, but I won't show you how to get there. So that is something you can look forward to in the future. Also, I really need to fix this. This dirt here doesn't look very good at all. I think I should still have some spruce. It's been an awful long time since I've actually gone out and harvested trees for wood. Oops. I mean, it's not like I haven't needed wood, it's just, you see I've got plenty stockpiled. So, I just really haven't needed any more wood. Like, I've needed wood, obviously, but just whenever I need wood, I've had enough in here to pull some out. I stored up enough to last me for quite some time, but starting to get a little bit low, so I'm probably gonna have to go on a foresting lumberjack expedition pretty soon. But I don't know if I'm gonna show that on camera or not, because you know, that'd be a little boring. But yeah, this was something I kept a semi-secret too, but the reason this was all dirt and I hadn't done anything with it is because there's actually something back here. Now we'll go ahead and show it to you now, since you kind of already seen it, but back here I have a very long staircase, and this leads down to my mine. And that's why I keep dirt here, because I like to keep the door closed to it so that people don't come in and say, oh, look, there's a mine down here, let's go down there and mine. But I want to keep a wall that's just easy to tear down and put back up so that I don't have to be constantly chopping up pieces of wood to get back here or anything like that. But yeah, this was something I dug out quite some time ago. And I was just looking to see if I ran into a natural cave or anything, and I did, but even... whoops. Whoa. What was going on there? But yeah, what I did, I ran into a cave, but even better, I ran into an abandoned mine. Now, the unfortunate thing about all of this is that all these torches and stuff you see here, they're not mine. Pretty much the majority of this system had been explored when I found it. So I walked around, I was looking for other areas that hadn't been explored and whatnot, and I found a place pretty far away from here. But what I did, over here, this part had been semi-tunneled out as well. All this cobble was already here, but I just followed these torches, added a few of my own because I left some pretty dark spots, whoever it was that was here. Yeah, if you guys watching this server, any of you guys watching this episode who plays on the server, if you guys know who has been here or recognize this area, let me know, because I've always been curious who it was that found this place originally. But regardless, when I come out here, boom, big ol' ravine. And again, this is mostly explored. Any torches you see on the ground were not mined. Some of the ones on the wall were definitely mined, but most of the ones that are on the ground like that are not mine. I don't typically place torches like that. But yeah, I explored this place, got some of the minerals and stuff. Then I decided to start a little strip mine back over here behind that waterfall. Tunneled down a little bit to get to the proper level. Ran into some lava and whatnot. But eventually, yeah, there's a little pool of lava there. Tunneled over here and started a new area with all these mine strips here are mine. Uh-oh. Yep, that's what I thought. I heard footsteps and no noises. That usually means one of these guys. Ah, got him. But yeah, I came over here and tunneled through, and I started hearing a very dreadful noise. One of the most feared noises, for me at least, in this game, when I'm near a mine shaft. And you can hear it now, actually. I hope I've completely disabled this, because that was the plan. But yeah, I have this here. I found this. And obviously there were a lot more spider webs and stuff. I cut most of them out, but I like preserving these spawners if I can. I just make sure they're disabled. So. Oh. Why does it keep saying that? Oh, missed it. I'm trying to take a screenshot of that so I can go there later. But every time I try to message him, it says he's not online. I don't get it. It's really, really strange. But yeah, regardless, came out here and found a whole new section that had been completely unexplored. Oh yeah, and if you hear any burning, it's over here. There's a lot of fire. I think... Huh. I think the lava's gone. There was a lava flow here, and that's why everything was burning. Hello, sir. I'll tell you the same thing I told your friend. I don't want any. So yeah, that's why all that's burning. But I don't think... Like, I know for sure on this server, like, when creepers explode, they don't actually damage the blocks. And I think the same with fire. Fire won't actually burn anything away, and I don't think it spreads or anything like that. So that's a nice little thing. So yeah, this entire area here, pretty much, all the torches you see are going to be mine. Oh, hello. You met quite a gruesome death there. So yeah, like I said before, I don't usually place them on the ground like that, but when I do, it's because, like, if I'm in a mine shaft or a very wide open cave, and there's not a wall to put them on, oh, it's probably above me, then I'll put them on the ground just for lighting purposes. But usually, I learned my torch placing technique from Paul Suarez Jr. I actually watched a ton of his videos before I even bought the game. He has a survival series, like How to Survive and Thrive, where he kind of teaches new players how to survive their first night, and then he goes into all sorts of cool builds and teaches even the new players, like, when new features are added, how you use them and stuff. So I watched his series. Oh, cool. I would try to message him, but I've kind of given up at this point. It keeps not letting me message him for some reason. And now I've completely lost my train of thought. Dang it. Oh, no, I was talking about Paul. Yeah, so when he places torches, he always puts them on the right side. Like, puts them up on the wall on the right, so that when you're trying to leave, you just... If the torch is on your left, then you know that's how you get back. So, like, if you're in a really maze-like area, then you always know, follow the torches on your... Whoops. On your left. And that's just an easy way to find your way out. As you can see, this pick just unbreaking, and it's efficiency 4 iron pick. It just tears through stone. It's like crazy. I'm gonna try one more time, see if I can get it to work. Oh, what do you know? It worked. Huh, well that's good. So that finally works. So yeah, I usually put them on the right side, but then I kind of adapted it a little bit, because like I said, there are some times when the path is too wide, or like when you're out in a large area like that, and there's no wall really. Then I adapted a little bit. So I adapted a little bit, and I put the torch on the ground, but I put it on the left. So, like, if it's on the wall, then I know I can keep it on my left. So, like, if I put it on the right, then that, you know, if I put it on the right, basically, if I can put it on the wall, I put it on the right, but if I need to put it on the left side for any reason, I put it on the ground, so I know that that one is not correct, so to speak. And then, like, if I'm in mineshaft specifically, when I come to an area like this, I put like a 4-way intersection. I put one on the ground at the intersection I came from, so that I know, like, if I come back to this intersection, oh, this torch is on this end of the intersection, so I go this way. So yeah, I kind of just developed my own strategy, but a lot of my Minecraft behaviors and knowledge and stuff came from watching Paul's videos, and I still watch a lot of his stuff. And this guy has a chain helmet that I want. Hey, come back here. Aw, no helmet. This is a pretty good sword that's got looting on it now. Actually, I combined this with... I had another sword that was pretty... I think this had everything on it, except a sharpness, and then I had an iron sword with sharpness 3 that I combined onto it. So it's pretty awesome now. Yep, he's gone again. Yeah, he's telling me to go join that other server, which I probably will join the server at some point, and maybe even do a series on it, but if I do, I mean, it won't be right now, is what I'm saying, just because I'm in the middle of a video and whatnot. So I'll finish up this video, and then we'll see about hopping over there and checking it out a little bit. I'm hoping, I mean, it probably won't be for a long time, if at all, but I'm hoping to actually get my own dedicated server, too, for, like, that's part of the reason why I want to wait for a while before getting it, is because I kind of want it to be like a server, basically kind of like this one is, like it's free for anyone to join, but mostly the intent is that it's, like, this server is free to join, but it's like Thanks Sia's server, so it's like Thanks Sia fans are the ones that are coming and playing on here. So I kind of want that kind of thing for me, is, you know, a server for all you guys who watch my videos to come and play. And if I'm gonna have a server like that, then I'm gonna want to wait until I actually have a pretty strong group of, I guess, fans, you could say, because at the moment I have very few subscribers. There's not a whole lot of people that actually watch my videos, because, I mean, let's be honest, there's not really that much to see at the moment. This is my only series at the moment. I'm still pretty much brand new to the whole YouTubing thing as far as uploading my own videos, so I'm a very tiny channel at the moment, and I don't think I'm gonna end up making my own server until I get a little bit of a bigger channel, which I'm hoping will happen eventually. I think I've said this before, I don't plan on becoming an uber famous YouTuber. It's just something I do for fun, but I would still like a little to give my channel a little bit of time to start building up somewhat of a fan base before I actually try to make any sort of server dedicated to me or my followers or anything. But we'll see. So basically what I'm saying is, if any of you guys watching think that it would be a good idea for me to have my own server, or if my own server is something you would like to join, then tell your friends about my channel and have them sub to me so that I become a bigger channel quicker. But I'm by no means expecting anyone to actually go and do that, like make a big deal to their friends about my channel, like, oh, you should come watch this guy, his stuff is so great, because it's not that great. I mean, you guys might think it's fun to watch, but I'm just another guy playing Minecraft and goofing off, just having some fun. So, if I become famous, great. If I don't, I'm not gonna complain. Also, you can, as I'm sure you guys already know, I do tend to ramble, so sometimes I just start on a thought and I just kind of go with it. Which is why I'm usually not too worried about planning my episodes. You know, like I say, pretty much except for the very first episode, I have had little to no plans for any of my episodes. Like, I just kind of get on and say, alright, I'm gonna record, and we'll see what we do. We'll just, yeah, come what may. So, a few of my episodes will have specific plans, but some of them won't. And the reason I don't worry so much is because I know I do tend to ramble and talk a lot when I do my videos, so I'm just not worried about running out of stuff to talk about or having too terribly boring videos. Although, who knows, maybe you guys do think my rambling is boring, which would not surprise me, nor would it offend me in the least. But, oh, I think I have some stone. Yeah, I do. I had a lot of cobblestone left over from a prior mining expedition, so I decided to stone some of it up, cook it up and get stone out of it. And yes, I'm cheap like that. Because it's dark, I don't want to go outside, so instead of just walking that tiny trek from my farm to here, I'm going to teleport and do the cheaty way. And there's that lag again. I was pretty impressed last night, though. Like I've told you guys before, usually when I get on, then it takes like 5-10 minutes and it starts doing that to me, and then it goes away and doesn't come back for the rest of the time that I'm playing. But last night I was pretty impressed. I was playing for at least 30 to 40 minutes before this started happening. So that was a welcome change, but I kind of wish it was doing that tonight instead of last night, because I'd much prefer it happen to me when I'm just messing around doing whatever than when I'm actually doing a video and you guys are going to be watching it and not wanting to deal with all that lag and annoyingness. But I do apologize for that. I wish I knew what exactly was going on with it, why it's doing that, so I could maybe fix it, but I don't know. I'm not too terribly worried about it. It's only a temporary thing. It only really bothers me when it actually happens, like, in the middle of a fight or something, if I'm getting mobbed by a bunch of guys, which is no fun. I mean, it's only pretty much happened to me once when I was being mobbed by a bunch of enemies, and somehow I was able to survive it, barely, but yeah, I've been fortunate. Pretty much for the most part it just happens when I'm here walking around my house, kind of doing nothing. It's only, so, not too terribly worried about it. But anyway, I think this is getting about to be the length I like my videos to be. I try to keep them around 30-minute episodes, or somewhere around there if I can. I think that's a pretty decent amount. Any less than that, and I feel like I don't get... How appropriate. A creeper outside my window. Yes, I'm talking about you. You're really living up to your name there, aren't you? Creeper's gonna creep. But yes, I try to keep them around 30 minutes, because if they're shorter than that, then by the time the episode's over, I lose track of time, and I feel like I haven't done anything, and it feels like a waste of an episode. If it's any longer than that, then I feel I'm kind of taking up too much of your guys' time with my pretty much senseless ramblings and long, pointless stories. So 30 minutes is 30 minutes is usually what I shoot for with these videos, so I think I will go ahead and call that for an episode. So until next time, this is Telosian Miner signing off.